Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I got something simple going on. As you can see, this is the front of my wife's 07 Expedition, and that's dented. Now, we got it from the people like that. We noticed there was damage here, and there's also damage on that back quarter panel, or bumper, sorry, on that back end of this truck. And that's really all the damage there is. But what I'm going to try and do, I've got some glue sticks, hot glue sticks. And what I need to do is actually look for a soda bottle top. And I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I use to pull simple dents out of plastic. So just bear with me. I should have had everything with me. I know that's horrible presentation, but yeah, just a regular like Sprite, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, just a regular, bottle cap. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to melt the plastic on the top portion of the cap, press the cap on here, wait for it to cool down, and then start pulling on it with a pair of pliers. And then all you have to do is wipe the old residue off. So I will be right back after I get a soda bottle. Alright guys, I got two bottle caps here. This one's from a Coke bottle. This one's actually from a cherry juice bottle you get from Walmart. I'm actually just now getting over a really bad gout flare-up, and let me tell you, I wish it was only like gout in the toe that I got. No, nature's just way too cruel to me. It gives me ankle gout. Now, this time it wasn't ankle gout, it was just gout in the arch. So it wasn't that bad. I was still able to walk with a pair of crutches. But when I have ankle gout, I'm bedridden. I mean, that's it. Hang it up, show's over. I mean, there's just nothing else I can tell you. But yeah, I drank some cherry juice, and like I said, I'm mobile. I went from crutches to cane to hobbling, and today I can walk completely unassisted. So, I mean, that's a plus. But back to what I was doing here. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the Coke bottle. So like I said, all you do is you heat this up. You let that drizzle all over the cap. And then you press the cap on. I'm going to try and get about dead center of this cave-in and try pulling on it that way. Kind of equal pressure. And of course I'm using needle nose pliers. And of course you guys probably recognize these pliers from my other channel when I was trying to start my motorcycle. Which is right there. But anyway, yeah, let me get this done and I'll show you how it's supposed to look. Alright, and there it is. So, we're going to let it sit for a little bit, maybe a few minutes. Let it completely cool down, because if you were to pull on it now, all it's going to do is just rip right off. But, I mean, like I said, you just let it cool down for a couple minutes. You take your pair of pliers, and then I usually just pull back and forth on it like that and kind of let vibration work its magic. If that doesn't work, then I'll move up to a larger one, more displacement, so you get the same pulling power, you just have more displacement or surface coverage of what you're pulling on. And of course you could try different areas like up here or down here. You just have to kind of study the dented area, and it's really easy because this is plastic. If it were metal, which I've pulled dents out of metal before, if it's something like a door, so you got your door, you could take your inner paneling out, make sure your window's up, get everything out of the way, And you can go in with like a punch. You know, you want to be careful using a punch because you can end up pushing the... Why is my finger in the way? Anyway, you can end up taking that punch and pushing the hole, or, well, yeah, that's one thing you can do is put a hole in it. But another issue you can run into is putting the dent outwards. So then you're trying to use like a ball peen hammer to push the dent back in. But if you're messing with, like, say, the bed of this truck, so there's not really, in certain areas, there's not really a way to get behind it. So really, you're going to have to use, you know, I'm kind of a jack of all trades. I'm not really, you know, uh, I don't have a career in certain things. I just, you know, I kind of do a lot of things. But um, you can use this method. You can try it if the metal is in a certain area. But what you'll have to do is you'll have to get studs, and you'll have to tack weld studs onto it, and then you attach your little slide hammer onto it, and then you can bring it out. Which, you know, if they actually have a type of slide hammer that clamps onto things rather than going on like those studs. So you could actually do the same thing with this. You know, you can hot glue something on and then clamp that slide hammer on, and then you can actually do it that way as well. I have seen that. It's pretty cool. But actually it's been sitting for quite a while since I like to yammer on. So let's give this a try and see what happens. I'm going to start here at the top. Okay, I'm going to start at the bottom. I can see it's starting to try and come loose, which is absolutely fine. The greatest thing about hot glue is once it comes, see, like it just did there, all you do is you heat that back up, stick it back on there, and keep on trying. Now another option I do have a heat gun that I can heat around this whole area and then try that. So I'm not going to make a whole video on how to pull dents. That's going to be a long, drawn out video, and I know a lot of people have way too much time, you know, way too much stuff to do in their with their time than to sit here and watch me try and pull a dent out of plastic. I'm actually going to try and see if I can get behind it and tap it out. That's also a possibility, but I do believe that this splash shield comes all the way down to here, so that's not an option. I could try coming up through here, but I think this is completely like sealed up. So that's a good thing. It keeps water from getting in and messing things up. But like I said, I'm just going to keep trying this method here. I'm actually going to switch over to the large cap now, just to have more displacement or surface coverage, and see what that does. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Later, Gators. If I get any positive results here soon, I'll go ahead and show a short. But yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. Thanks, guys. Later. Alright, guys, and there we are. I used a plastic scraper, or it looks like a safety razor, but it's not, or a razor. I got an old-fashioned shaving kit set up, and it uses blades kind of like this. You screw the bottom up and the top opens up. You put the safety razor on the top of it, screw it, and it closes it down. I'm old school, but this kind of looks just like it. It's just a little bit thicker, and it's very forgiving on your painted surfaces. There's a small film left on here. Let's see here. Yeah, see, it's getting a little bit of that hot glue film off of here, but this small little concave area is all that's left. I'll come back out here at a later date with my heat gun, heat this area up, go back behind it, push it out, and it should hold that shape with the heat. But I'm not doing it now. I'll probably do it once winter comes around, because it's just, it's already warm, and it's not even 9:30 yet. I believe it's like 9 or 9:15. But yeah, I just don't feel like dealing with all that extra heat. I'll do this in the wintertime. I can run my extension out here and boom, heat this area up, push it back in, hold it, and it'll also help cool it off faster while I'm holding it, rather than the ambient temperature letting this bumper hold on to the heat. But anyway, the reason I did this wasn't just to make a YouTube video. It was really because this bumper, there's nothing wrong with it other than these holes right here. You know, the people we got it from, they weren't originally from Arkansas. They're from Missouri, and up there, that's a two-plate state. So, you know, I can understand them drilling the holes in it. All I have to do is just Bondo or plastic filler, one or the other. It's not that difficult. I've done work like that before, and it's not hard. You sand this down that's sticking up right there, and you put your filler in, sand your filler down, you sand the whole bumper down, you prime the entire bumper, sand it, and then you paint it back. And I mean, this is like a dark gunmetal gray, I think is what this color would be considered. But well, getting close to have to change these front tires. I don't know if you guys remember what I was telling you, but these little tabs right here, oh, if you can see that, that's actually how you can tell if it's time to change your tires. And there's a little bit of tread left on here, but it's pushing it. It's pushing it close. It's really sad. This truck's got brand new tires all the way around, and you know, like I said, it's down because I've got that drive shaft vibration, and I'd rather let the truck sit and, you know, get that problem squared away than to have something catastrophic fail on this truck going down the road, damage more components on this vehicle, and even worse, hurt other people on the road. So it just sits. I mean, I started it just like 2 days ago, day and a half ago. Still sounds amazing. Still smells good. I love the smell of diesel. But, you know, I ride around it in the yard, and that's about it. Still trying to sell that truck. I even dropped the price to $3,000, seeing if anyone wants to buy it. I'm thinking that once things slow down around here, you know, this is the warm season. Most people are working their tails off, and then when the cold season comes around, it slows down, and that's when people will, you know, put their nose to the pavement and look for stuff. So maybe someone will make me an offer on it, and I'll be able to sell it. I want to sell that truck to where I can get a transmission for this truck and get myself another four-wheeler. But in all honesty, if I can sell that truck or trade that truck for a remanufactured or new 4R100 two-wheel drive transmission for a 7.3 liter, I'll do that too. I didn't post that on my Facebook Marketplace ad, but yeah, if someone's got a brand new or a remanufactured 4R100 that will go in this truck, I will be more than happy to hand you over my clear, clean title for that truck for a transmission for this truck. But yeah, I guess that's that. I'm just taking it easy, doing one thing at a time. Things are starting to slow down for me because there's not really much to do around here right now. But this turned out nice. I like the, you know, there's not this huge, it doesn't look like the Incredible Hulk punched a hole or punched a cave. I cannot talk. It doesn't look like the Incredible Hulk punched a dent in this bumper anymore. But anyway, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Later, Gators.